see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
Hey everybody, back with some additional key points of interest when it comes to the Glee actress's death and the riddle. Yesterday's riddle, we're going to get to that shortly. And so first up, if you're new here, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out the given reality is to us every single day. By understanding the simple code and practice of Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. And as soon as you understand the simple code and practice, as I always say, the practice that runs within the script of Gematria, you can truly see how the powers that shouldn't be orchestrate, manipulate, mock, and kill, you know, their own, you know, workers or assets when they're ready to. So let's continue this. Of course, the Naya Rivera case, and she went missing in Southern California lake after her toddler son was found alive but alone on the boat. TMZ has confirmed. Ventura County staff's deputies found the 4-year-old boy on the boat, presumably rented by Naya, shortly before 5 p.m. Lake Piru, but Naya was not there, or Naya, however you pronounce her name. Rest in wholeness. Law enforcement sources tell us her son, Jose Hollis Dorsey, told deputies his mum had jumped into the water but didn't come back up. Divers immediately started searching the lake, but so far there's been no sign of the Glee star. As I say, this was on the 8th. Of course, it went crazy mainstream the day after. Of course, TMZ is mainstream, but you know, it went truly crazy the day after in the news, as it's already been documented and reported in this community. Of course, check out affiliated channels. Now, again, a lot of stuff has already been covered that I'm not going to be covering in this one. So if you are just stumbling into this, be sure to check out the playlist. Again, with affiliated channels, with what they've been, you know, catching, as well as my own stuff. Of course, there will be a crossroad where, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we all caught. But of course, there will be tidbits and stuff that, you know, somebody else may not have caught. So be sure to check out the playlist provided on the Naya Rivera, or Rivera, however you pronounce it, on the situation. Now, on Tuesday, they say Naya tweeted a picture. How you can see the picture of her kissing her son, Jose, or Josie. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. On Tuesday, Naya tweeted a pic of her kissing her son with the caption, "Just the two of us." Yeah? Now, I think that's a SUV here. Now, this is the van, basically. Her SUV found near the rental site for the boat rental company. Her purse was inside. Now, just the two of us. What's that? 2 out of 4, right? Of course, I know I do have 5 up. Of course, that's for the single reduction, bringing S down to 10. Of course, S the 19th letter. 1 add 9 is 10. The blue one brings it down to 1. So interesting. Look at this. I mean, and of course, for somebody's mental stability, mental health, and all that type of stuff, if they're going to go with it was a suicide, in this case, if they're going to say that, obviously. Interestingly, we got the 156 on the end. 156 prime is 911, the reflection of 119. Oh, man. Is this still recording? All right. Continuing on after the unnecessary annoyance that just happened just now. Unbelievable. It's just like, not that it was the guy's fault. Anyway, Naya Rivera. No, the 51, we're speaking about that. Just the two of us. And the 156, that's where I got to. So you can see the overlay 2 out of 4. And I explained the single reduction. Excuse me, I've just unpaused it. I'm remembering where I was about 15 minutes ago. So 156 prime, 911, the reflection of 119. So again, as I was mentioning just not long ago for you guys, about a minute ago, not 15 minutes because you've been on pause, but of course the reflection of 911, the 156 prime, 911, the reflection of that 119, mental health 119, suicide 119, state of mind equals 171, the 171st prime 1019, drop to 0. Again, if you're new here, check out the Carolyn Flack Love Island playlist for another example that will show you other examples within that example. And of course, if you're new here, if you go through uploads, you will see whether it's a star or not. It could be, as I always explain hypothetically, could have been somebody with a heavy workload or something that they say committed suicide. But when you know what you're looking at the timestamps, caption used, and the numerical value behind it, that will equate to 34 or 43 or 47 or 119, etc. Then you know what's going on, right? And how they will mock and keep up the spell to keep you in despair, doom and gloom, suicidal, depressed state, war, terrorism, you know what I mean? Boogeyman's around the corner, coronavirus, etc., etc. So the song Just the Two of Us, that was what was in the tweet that she mentioned, right? Not the song, but she just put that as in, just the two of us. Now it made me, of course, go the extra and look it up, as we do over here and in the community. So Just the Two of Us by Grover Washington Jr. Grover Washington Jr. Now, I was trying to find a date. Bear with me 1 second here. It had a re-release with, of course, Will Smith done a take on this track. There's the Will Smith one. So his one came out in February 1981. Also Ritual 81. And Ritual 27 and the 27 Club 72. So Will Smith one comes out. Excuse me, I'm getting confused. The old one came out in February. The new one came out in July. So like how you had the lady that just died. And it came out in 1997. I mean, what was it? Glee 79 and Name 79. I mean, there was a good, at least 5, 6, 79s going on here with this situation. And of course, Murder 79, Death 97. And as I was saying, it went mainstream on 9th of July or July 9th. Obviously, as I pointed out before, it was in TMZ on and probably a couple other places, but it went crazy mainstream everywhere and across the stationary motionless plane on the 9th of July. Again, we already covered that before. Why would you see that they can play on 2 days or surrounding days, or surrounding day before or after, or both days with the main event in the middle? So again, check out the playlist that's provided if you're new. So again, Ritual 27, And of course that released on the 20th of July. Time Death RIP 20 as well. I'm sure boat equals 25. Again, refer back to the playlist if you haven't seen what came before this incremental update. Oh look, so we got February 1st here. And I'm sure we had some 73s and 37s as well, you know. Do you know what? Let me quickly go back just a little bit here. Hold up, let me see what I got over here. Rivera 37, you see? I'm sure there was a 73 as well. But sacrifice, look, oh yeah, her name equals both. 37 and 73. 12th prime 37, 23rd 73. Sacrifice 73. Kill 44, execution 44. Boat higher 78, she's born in 78. And there was some Society of Jesus stuff that was coming into my mind. I saw some of Jacozzi Truth's upload for it. And there was a couple in there. I can't remember all of the ciphers for it, but 56 and 78 I'm sure is definitely in there. Hire a boat, 56 and 79. You see, there's another 79 there. I told you, the 79s are about. Apparently she hired a boat. Look, suicide 43. Hire a boat, 43, you see? Note the 164, I'm sure that's going to come into play in a sec as well. Bear with me on that. Get 79 with her name. 25th prime 97, I'm sure boat might come on the next slide. Yeah, boat 25. I have gone back. Look, suicide 70. Is mental health 70 as well? No, it's not. Suicide 70 though. All right, let me go back. Wasn't even that far away actually. And of course, got a name. 22nd prime 97. See? 97, and you got the reflection 79. Same difference. Glee and Lake 79. And boat 25, late 25, I mean. And 38, murder, death, I mean, come on. 25, 38. Right, let me get back to where he was, guys. Again, shout out to all subscribers that actually, you know, take the time to go through the community's content, even if it's not, you know, every day, you know what I mean? At least you do like a little catch up and get a rounded view from perspective viewpoint so you can get a fuller picture of what's being presented overall. So that's covered. Oops, we zoom in. The February 1st, we just spoke about that with the 37, 73 and the prime relationship. And her name equals 3773. Right, so February 1st, 2020. Look at that. Day numerology of 43, suicide 43, sacrifice 55, and 46. Remember in Genesis 4:6 it begins with a sacrifice. 57. Scottish Rite 57, Freemasonry 158. There's something else with that 57. Did I say 57 with something a little while ago? I can't remember. Again, now this is July 9th. We've gone over this already. And of course the 43rd prime 191 with the leap year day. Now, note her name equals 160. From the release of the song on the annual of Will Smith's version, Just the Two of Us, to when she dies, 160 days. Or to when it's in the news mainstream, 160 days. And I'm sure Boat was 20 as well. Was Boat 20? Oh my god, let me go back. $25. Well, time death RIP anyway, 20 and 25, so. Alright, so we are, so the 160 matches with her name. Again, mind control 160. 20 days, time, death, RIP 20. This is for my birthday. And her name equals also 101, her full name. 26 prime is 101. See the 2 weeks and 6 days there? And look, prime relationship with the day she's born. Oh yeah, of course, because on the 12th. And blood sacrifice 121, 12th of January as well. Of course, Glee 20. So there's that 20, what was that 20 we just had? Oh my god. 20 days. To the release of the song, back to her birthday. From her birthday to the release of the song, Will Smith. Just the two of us. We've gone over that, of course, murder. Again, mind control, 61. Mental health, 61. Hired a boat this time, not hire. We had the hire before, so now we're on hired a boat. Of course, suicide, mental health, 47. Mental health, 61. Mind control, 61. 187, homicide, code for death with the police and stuff, 187. And again, time, death, RIP, found dead, drowned, murder, death. I think I said that, murder, death already, excuse me. Collapsed, delete, cancel, execute, destroy. You know, all those type of words. Drowned, found dead. I know I said that again. Oh, it's on 16. It just said to me 5 minutes. What in the world? I wish you guys could have saw that. I wish I took a screenshot. The time I paused it, and I swear it paused itself. I don't think my finger like lightly touched it. I didn't get any sensory indication of that. And then the time, it had 5 minutes, and then I just started it and it was 16 minutes. 54 seconds, whatever it was. Alright. I'm gonna go up to 20 minutes, guys. And then I'll save this video. So, what was I just going over? Oh yeah, the murder stuff. The 18th prime is 61. We just spoke about 61. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, what else can I say? Flipping hell, man. Again, this is the original recording artist of the song, just the two of us. Unbelievable. And you've got the number Ritual 27 and the 27 Club equals the reflection of 27 like Ritual, so you've got 72. But of course, it also equals, when you check the numerical value, 243, 243. Just like that. Yeah? In English, ordinal, and reverse. Again, there it is. 27 Club, as it's known with the celebrities. SoCal Lake, another name that they was coming up with to do with this lake stuff. I know you had Peru Lake, Piru Lake. Piru Lake. Remember that 164 I said before? I'm sure that was in her name. In the same cipher. And it got the 56, suicide 34, boat 25, death 25, etc. Remember, had the day numerology and the Society of Jesus stuff. Pretty clear, man. Suicide 70. I mean, right, we've gone over that. Oh yeah, so yeah. So remember, we had the 191st day with the leap year day when it's all in the news. The day after she's, already been missing, etc. And TMZ did the report. But now we've got another 191 in conjunction with the 43rd prime, suicide 43, Masonic 43, killing 43. I actually forgot to say that thus far. But yeah, Killing 43, Masonic 43, against Suicide 43, the 43rd prime 191. So here we have between her birthday and the release of the song. And when I had the February one up before, oh my god, I think I said Will Smith. Excuse me, it's the Grove Washington Jr. This is Will Smith's one on July. Excuse me. Got the blood sacrifice on there this year as well. Remember, she's born 12th of January, 121. I mean, yeah, 121. Blood sacrifice, 121. And 67. So you got the day numerology in July. You see? Kill 17 with a life lesson on the other side. Masonry 17. But anyway, human sacrifice, blood sacrifice, Freemasonry 67. 164. That's SoCal Lake. Because of course, July 20th is the 164th, leaves 164 days of the year. I mean, come on, man. You see, that overlaps. Oops, there you go. We had a 55 somewhere. We'll get to that. Oh, that. Sacrifice 55. This is from last year, July 20th, to when she goes missing or jumps in the water, etc. as reported. 50 weeks, 5 days, sacrifice 55. Again, in Genesis 4:6, it begins with a sacrifice. Sacrifice also equals 46, and we already covered, of course, the 73 and how that factors in to the situation this time around. Give me one moment here. And remember, look, we've got the day numerology as well, 55. With the day she goes missing. $720. Okay. So the 54 prime 251, right? So between her missing and going back to July last year, in 2019, on the 20th, with Will Smith's release date of the song, just the two of us, 50 weeks and 4 days. 54 prime 251. Now between her birthday and the release of the song, and the annual last year. Yeah, so from when she dies this year and going to the annual last year of the song, and then with her birthday this year going back to the annual of the song, you got the 50 weeks, 4 days in relation, of course, with the prime relationship. Now we can see the 25 weeks and 1 day. And why am I seeing that 176 now? And when she goes missing, look, the 176, you see that? On the days out, days remaining. And then we've got the 176 days from her birthday, going back to the release of, what's his name song, Will Smith. Again, it is a bit back and forthy. But hopefully it is clear. And look, last year, I'm not sure if I think I made a mistake when I did this actually, so we'll dismiss it. But interestingly, last year she had a day numerology of 54 and 27, and that's the day obviously this year when she goes missing in July, on July 8th, right? Interesting. Ritual 27, you got the 54 link, we just spoke about that. Anyway, can even dismiss that, so because of the way I was looking at the date at the time, but not sure why I did that now. So yeah, we'll even dismiss that. And actually, am I looking clearly here? Okay, we'll dismiss that. We won't dismiss this one though, but this is from when she jumped in the water to her next birthday in 2021. 189 days. Give me one moment. Got the 176. And I'm sure the 176 prime 1049, Skull and Bones 149. And 121, blood sacrifice 121, of course. And she done the tweet on the 7th of the 7th. Right, am I near the end of this one now? You know why? Because I really want to close out the video. Haha. And then we get to the riddle. So remember we had the 164s, right? I think I really went over this already, didn't I? But anyway, it's up here again. Just, oh no, if you write it out like that, it's 164, 61, 38, 56. Oh my god. Unbelievable. And then Def 213, the 230 prime, 1303, drop the 0. See all the 164s? I'm sure we had it on her name. Let me go back, actually. Let me go back. Get around here. Hire a boat 164. Yeah, hire a boat 164. Just the two of us 164. And I'm sure we had that on a date somewhere or whatever it was. As I say, rewind the video because I really need to close this video out. And get to the next upload. So 164, eh? And the rest of that row, I mean, wow, that really was death row. You know, fucking hell, shit, man. 160 again. This is from, what is this date here? 20th of March. Where is that? 20th of March. What am I seeing here? 20th of March. Where have I got that? Oh my god. Oh, this is some of the Glee stars. Some of the other people when they died. No, like 1st of March, you got 112 there. I mean, 1st of, oh my god, January 12th, for fuck's sake. Excuse me. January 12th, oh my god. I'm sure we had another 160 before with her name or something like that. Rewind the video and get mind control 160. And I have got a slide that should have give us a reference point with that March 20th, right? So bear with me. $156. I'm sure her name. And oh my god, I need to go back. It was 156 and something. There it is. Just the two of us. If you write out the two, just the two of us. And her name. 156 on the end there on the right side, you see? So if we go back. Smoke. Was we here? Oh, it was coming up anyway. Oh, it was the final episode of the show. Yeah? 20th of March. That was the final episode of the show called Glee. That's why I've had it up there. Right. Just the two of us, 51. Her name equals 51. Got 51 days from the end of the show to when she dies on the annual. Are you seeing this? You got 7 weeks and 2 days as well. Ugh. Brutal. Is it 121 if I check it? Hold up. Oh, it's already checked. No worries. There's that 72. I'm really trying to be quick now. Look, mental health, suicide, state of mind, prime relationship with the 171 and the 119. Unbelievable. So that's from May 19th to when she drowns, right? I mean, suicide, mental health, 47. I mean, come on. And of course, you know, that 47 is huge when it comes to Freemasonry. And time and as above, so below and all this type of stuff. So here she is with her son. Unfortunately now motherless. Kill 17. They say presumed dead after going missing at a lake with her son found asleep on a boat. Presumed dead 115. Killing 115. Masonic 115. Freemasons or Freemason 115. You got the 61 in there as well. Mental health. Mind control 61. And anyway, presumed dead 115. Masonic 115, and then the 43, killing 43, Masonic 43, Masonic 29. Right, surely this is the end now. I was looking up her character that she played, Santana Dabla Lopez. 65, 74, killing 74, Masonic 74. Can't remember if we had a 106. I know I think we did have a 106 on the date span somewhere, as well as 160, like her name. Again, mind control 160. But anyway, the 54 link. Spoke about that. You got the 18 in there. Her oh, I mean, look at the row. 25, 16. No, so much as 16. It's in there if you've been paying attention. I haven't been mentioning about the 25, 47, 70, and 119. My goodness. I mean, wow. That's another death row right there. Last name 74, 61 with the Lopez character she played. You got the 29 as well in there. Wow. Right. Riddle is coming up next. On the next video, I need to close this one. Wholeness, flat mother, love and power. Spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer. And of course, give gracious gratitude, but take no shit.